G'day, Macca.
Oh, how are you, mate?
Holy moly, mate. We've been in some sticky situations in our time.
We're currently in one right now because it's about 100% humidity up here in Queensland. It's
That's
very,
true.
very sticky.
It's disgusting. So, sticky situation ticked off the list.
Ticked off the list already, but we've got some more that we've been in, and generally rural, not close to home, one would say.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of sticky situations we've been in, and we just try and get them done, you know. It's at the time, it's all scary and stressful.
We're not very good at over-dramatising things.
No, so...
we're not very good actors, so we just don't act.
So we thought we'd take the time this video to show you, I'll have a bit of a talk about some of the major ones that have happened in the past and walk you through...
None of them would be with the 79. It
it
doesn't break.
We're going to run you through where they happened, what was stressing us out, how we fixed them, and the lessons we've learnt from these mistakes or mishaps.
Now, that's not all. There's a big giveaway we've got. $400, $200 on the No Waster Weekends website to spend, and $200 on the Shed Life website to spend at the end. So it will be a comment one. You got to stay tuned to the end to find out how to enter, what you got to answer in the comments.
But yeah, if you want to be in the running for a few vouchers, stick around to the end.
Stick around. Let's get stuck in. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, there's not many 79 ones here.
Somewhat concerning, isn't it?
Sit, Macca. Sit. Like there were servos around here.
Let's get stuck into basically what you were just saying. Running out of fuel in the 300 series in the dead centre of Australia.
Yes, all right. So I'll tell you why this happened. This wouldn't normally happen to us. Like, we're not that silly. That was a brand new car, and I bought the GXL 300 series. I was led to believe when I left the dealership that I had the long range tank. No, now I've got 170.
Oh, now he has 170 litres. Okay, so
anyway,
never happened again.
Long story short, my fuel calcs were out, as well as we had to do a lot more bypasses than anticipated, and they're not small, they're like 80 kilometres away.
And let's keep in mind, this was TJ's first trip and drive in that car.
Like, I didn't even know what the fuel economy was off-road.
Done what, like 300 or 400 Ks, and then it was like, oh, jump in, head to the desert.
I left here at 88 kilometres.
Yeah.
It was very new.
Oh,
so,
there you go. 88 Ks, not even a tank yet.
So... as well as, I don't know, we were down one jerry tank as well. So
there was a few
things lined up.
TJ was sleeping in the back of his car, so he didn't have anywhere to put a jerry. We thought, I got Troy to pick up a jerry for my car, which we thought would be, he thought it was his jerry.
And it was all bad anyway.
Meanwhile, it was my jerry, and yeah. And Pooley only bought one jerry as well, because that would have sorted him and myself out.
Okay, the peak stress moment for that scenario was when you drove off and me and Pooley stayed with me. He's not top bloke.
Top bloke. So I stole everybody's fuel and drove away. So.
Right. It is, yeah, a bit of a stressful moment watching all your last fuel just fire off into the distance, and then it's deathly quiet in the middle of the desert for 2 days while you wait for it to come back.
The worst part was we weren't even on a popular track. We'd actually gone it was slightly longer route, but we thought it was
easier on the fuel maybe, but not really.
Easier on the fuel. Next time, I think we should have just kept going straight and hoped someone going past could have sent us some fuel, or even would have been great if the guy I recovered would have given us some fuel. I did ask him. I was like, hey, can I buy some fuel off you? And he was like, nah. And I'm like,
thanks, mate.
Cool. I just burnt 20 litres pulling you out of a salt lake. No worries.
So how was it fixed? We got Mount Dare Recovery to drop out, I think it was 4 jerry cans, 80 litres.
Correct. So
it was very expensive, around $3,000.
It's about $3,000 because they charge per kilometre and per litre. And that's out and back. And I would have normally, the plan was for myself to go back with the fuel.
That's right. It would have been a lot cheaper.
And it was,
and quicker.
Yeah, it would have been a lot cheaper, a lot quicker. However, I blew my rear differential up.
Oh! You're kidding. Does that happen often?
No. Only on days that end in Y.
So, all right, yeah. Lesson learned. No.
Yeah, so I helped a guy out, blew my diff. He wouldn't even sell us fuel. And
A lot of things went wrong leading up to that, and it all turned into me being stuck in the desert with Pooley. So my lesson learnt from that situation was to properly know how much fuel your car can carry, its fuel economy, and take more than you think.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, same lesson learned.
The Jeep braking on the old tele track.
This was stressful, guys. Very, very, very.
We were in the thick of the tele track. Like the worst spot ever. Was going for bonus lines, which the Jeep drove, by the way, which everyone said it didn't.
Anyway,
just before hitting that,
typical Jeep problems.
turned off, didn't it?
Sensors. So there's no Repco down the tele track.
No, there is not a Repco, and there's not a Jeep dealership either. So, literally trying everything I could to get this car to start. It just would not start.
I mean, it's a sensor at the end of the day. It has to tell the engine information. If it doesn't, it won't start. Which is, we're just lucky we had the old sensor in the boot or somewhere.
Yeah, and I actually, full credit to TJ on that one. I was like, I've changed that cam sensor. It won't be that. It's brand new before the trip. Literally brand new. And he's like, I don't know. It could be that. Like, that's why it wouldn't start last time. I was like, it can't be. It's brand new. I belted out all the wiring. You could see the stress on my face. I don't stress out very easily.
Yeah.
And that moment, I was like pretty lost. I was like, oh God, we're actually in a pickle. And we had 3 shit boxes around us that couldn't recover us.
No one's towing that.
And TJ's like, man, just maybe try the cam sensor. And I had the old one, which
Was playing up,
real bad.
but it would start the car.
Put it in, start the car, away we went.
Backfiring all the way down.
Yeah, it started backfiring, doing all sorts of stuff as soon as it got warm. But
So lesson learned with that one, take sensors with Jeeps. Anywhere.
Take a 6-pack of sensors. Yep.
I don't know if you can really apply that to any other vehicle, but yeah.
Yeah, well, just about every car has, well, except a 6BT Cummins.
They don't flog out though. Like the Jeep ones seem to burn out. It's a common issue.
They do. But a cam sensor, a crankshaft sensor,
And a MAF sensor.
And a MAF sensor.
Yeah.
100%.
MAF, I've had a MAF go on me.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. That's a way back one, isn't it?
That one, yeah.
Oh, I
don't really have any footage of it much. But yeah, I did.
Yeah. The old Pathfinder.
I've got a little bonus one for you here.
Yeah, the old Pathfinder, eh?
I had a MAF sensor go on the Nullarbor.
And you ended up in Western Australia.
Being told that I'd blown my turbo back when I knew even less than I know now.
This is a long, long time ago.
Me and Stevie on our own in the, where you broke down? It's like similar to that.
Ooh.
Not that deep, but we were on our own. So it was scary.
And
all it was a MAF sensor.
And the Path ended up getting put on a truck all the way home because Nissan couldn't even fix it, I believe.
Yeah, I took it to Nissan. Didn't know what was wrong with it, which is shocking because it was pretty easy to sort out in the long run. But
yeah, they replaced everything but that sensor. Left you with a big bill and a truck ride home. So that was a bit of a bugger for young TJ.
Lesson learnt there.
Yeah, what's the lesson?
Just go on eBay. A MAF sensor for a Pathfinder is $38.
There you go.
The truck home, $2,000. and Nissan charged me $900 because it was holidays.
My God, that's
and this
shocking.
Was pre-COVID prices as well, so it's probably more now.
Yeah. So take spares. Take a lot of spares. Engine sensor spares for that. That's our lesson learnt on that one.
All right, let me pick another one, Macca.
Yeah, you go for it, mate.
Ooh. 79 series rollover.
Oh, did that happen? Oh, that was pre-AI, wasn't it? Yeah. Can't fake that one.
All right, so what happened? Location. We're heading to the lookout in Glasshouse Mountains there.
Correct.
At
we're
a local track.
Yes, in the Glasshouse of the Mountains.
And peak stress moment was when I saw all 4 tyres not touch the ground.
Well, yeah, it's probably the most least ideal situation to end up in. I don't know why I wasn't that stressed. I think because I just knew it was going to happen eventually. Like, when you just keep pushing yourself and your car harder and harder to see what it can do. and I
felt bad that one, guys. I told him, I don't know, I had the line all wrong and I spotted. I felt bad.
I think I even said, I was like, are you sure about that? Because that's going to put like both my right hand wheels like in a really high position.
Nah, I saw Hayden do it.
Yeah, he's like, no, Hayden did it. Hayden's also like a lot shorter and lighter.
I looked back on the footage and Hayden like sent it. He didn't wait around. Like it's a different wheelbase. Everything was different.
Like I tried to send it to, because same deal. I had seen Hayden do that exact line. I was like, look, I know what you're saying. I feel weird about it, but I'm going to send it. And I gave it momentum and it just went whoop, poof.
So how it was fixed, we were actually out there testing the lockers in the 300.
And we had just installed your winch.
My fresh winch was on, luckily, because we could anchor it with yours, which kept it off its roof.
Yep.
And then mine just flipped it back over. And it was
so
pretty
his
easy
was on the
recovery.
slider on the side, I believe, and we just pulled it back over. And
pretty really nice recovery, went well.
Yep. And I got out of that with no damage. There was a bit of a scrub on the corner of the tub.
Pretty good, really.
Other than that, the slider.
I did more damage that day.
You did, that's right. Yeah, he pulled his flare off, did his bumper. Yeah, the 300 copped a hiding.
So lesson learnt for that day was, I don't know, don't corkscrew your car up a rock step.
Yeah, don't.
I learned a lesson then. I always look for that scenario now. That's my lesson learned.
Yeah. Rolling's a hard one.
You got to judge the wheelbase and where both tires are going to be at once.
I don't know what the lesson is on that, except
just don't roll your car.
Just don't roll. It was such a
very lucky outcome though.
It was an unavoidable situation. Like TJ, like we were trying to copy what someone else. Maybe that's the lesson. Don't copy what another car does, because yours may be longer wheelbase, shorter wheelbase, different weights, wagon, utes, all sorts of stuff.
Width of it, the weights, the offset, the tire size, everything.
So judge the track for your car, and rather than copying someone else's line. So just keep that in mind.
Because it really is different vehicles for different obstacles.
Yeah, like bottom of Little Red, rest in peace. It's now bulldozed, unfortunately. It's wagons at the bottom of Little Red.
Oh, that's right. They used to always lift
a wheel and roll. Always. I've seen so many wagons.
Yeah, we never had that issue.
Never. I've done it in my Ranger. I've done it in the N80 Hilux. Done it in the Cruiser. Done it in Navara.
Nav and Hilux.
And it just walked at the bottom line every single time.
So, yeah.
And then wagon just every time.
A little update. Obviously, got to be a little bit more gentle with the older Hiluxes. She's overheating. It's because the sand's so soft.
Finally fixed the brakes. We had put very large 33s on it. What happened there?
Well, turns out that a 30-something-year-old 2.4 Toyota Surf motor
with a turbo slapped on the side.
With a larger than normal turbo doesn't like full throttle on soft sand at high tide with 37s.
For 40 minutes straight through an inland
track. Oh, I don't think it would have been like 7 minutes.
Yeah, actually it wasn't even that long.
So I had no... So hang on, yeah. So we're at Moreton Island. Peak stress moment. Mac and the boys had shot off. I was struggling to keep up. Noticed the power was dropping. I'm like, oh, is that me or is something wrong? And then...
Smoke out the bonnet.
I'm like, oh, no.
You let the smoke out. You got to keep the smoke in.
So, lesson learnt was to install gauges.
Had no
gauge, had no idea.
Didn't have temp gauge. Aftermarket gauges, worth their weight in gold, honestly, to be able to monitor what your engine's doing to the degree. Like your factory ones, it's like, oh yeah, there's H and C, and there's
one or the other.
Yeah, and you don't know where it is in relation. It can just be in the middle, then all of a sudden, oh no, I'm hot now.
Yeah, that dash clusters. Yeah, it did actually say hot.
Oh well, it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
So first lesson learned: look at the gauge.
But also, obviously, if you're feeling a loss of power in your car, it's definitely overheating.
Something could be up. I guess the stressful moment was what probably wasn't. So we had to flat tow it all the way back to the barge.
Yeah, and obviously you can run it on no radiator, pop the radiator.
Yeah, blew the radiator.
So I could drive on and off the barge, but then it wouldn't make it home down the highway, so we had to tow it home.
Yeah, and the stressful part beforehand was when we found out to get it home,
They don't let you pull cars onto that ferry.
No, you're not allowed to tow cars onto the ferry.
So then you'd have to pay for a tow truck to go on the ferry over.
Come on the sand, pick you up, and then go back. So luckily, the car still ran.
It'd have to be a four-wheel drive one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be no good.
Yeah, so luckily the car still ran. We drove it onto the boat, drove it off the boat, and all was fine. But that was probably the stressful part of that one.
Oh, can I pick another one?
Yep.
Ripping your flex plate, it's asshole out.
Oh, yeah.
At the most northern point of Australia.
Didn't see that one coming.
No, I actually didn't. That was a random one.
It was a random one. But I mean,
this was recent. You probably all were across this one, but yeah, they use a 200 series flex plate.
Correct.
And you got the big boy tune.
Big boy
torque.
tune. And it was the
tore the center out of it.
Only time on that trip that I used the big boy tune. And I was hell close to home. You know,
the furthest point away.
Literally the tip of Australia.
So peak stress moment was ordering parts, not knowing how to fix it.
Yeah, probably peak stress was figuring out what it actually was, and if it was going to be fixable.
It was a weird one, wasn't it?
It was strange.
It wouldn't start even, but it makes sense once you know.
And yeah, now we know. It was like, because we kept trying to start it and the car wouldn't start. And we're like, oh, okay, maybe it's engine related.
Yeah.
And we're like, no. And people started talking timing gears, and we're like, no, I'm not pulling the face off this motor.
No.
And I got under there and I was like, I'll disconnect the converter. And that was when I found metal around the converter, and we went, yes.
So how it was fixed is you jumped on market. Oh, sorry. You found a part in Cairns, actually.
Yeah, so I rang everyone I could in Cairns, and I also rang Lockie from Off the Wall. He is a legend. Off the Wall Mechanical up there. Chat to Lockie. He will help anyone in need from Cairns North or even south. He's got tow trucks. He's a mechanic. He found the only 200 series flex plate in all of probably North Queensland.
Yeah.
And
got it. He drove to the airport, got it shipped up, and picked it up. And
so the Bamaga flight actually has a post service for like same day.
Pretty reasonable, $5 a kilo.
Yeah, it was actually very reasonable. And we got the flex plate up there. We pulled the box out, put it back in, and everyone was still in high spirits because we had the car fixed within 24 hours. But yeah, I guess the lesson learnt from that one is it's very unavoidable. That one, it was just a
I don't know. You could have not as much power.
Don't touch a big tune if you're away from home. Yeah. That's one lesson actually.
Yeah.
And I think the second one is don't overstress. Join RACQ or one of those. It doesn't matter who you're with. Just some sort of roadside recovery. We're with Club 4x4, so we actually have off-road recovery with them as well. That's for our insurance. By joining that, you always have that safety net that my car will get home. It may not be fast, but it will always get back home or to somewhere that can fix it.
Yeah, definitely agree.
And not cost you $10,000.
I've heard of hitchhiking before, but come on, this is getting a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh, don't you tow your car around when you go to...
The LN nearly losing its wheel on the highway.
Yeah, so not a super gnarly, not as gnarly as...
You're not remote, I guess.
It's not as gnarly as doing a flex plate at the tip of Queensland, but yeah.
But man, you could have died.
Yeah, well, it's...
Wheel could have come off, could have shot you into oncoming traffic.
If a front wheel...
It's a dangerous highway, that
front wheel bearing goes, your wheel just starts going where it wants. The other one's holding straight, but it does yank the wheel left and right, and you got to... If you're not concentrating, it could send you into oncoming. Yeah, it could be dangerous.
Or the wheel could fall off.
Or if the wheel falls off, you're just going to stop really quick.
But it might fall and pull you one way.
Yeah, so the lesson learned is it did actually give us a few warnings before it fully let go, and I thought it was the leaf springs, the bushes being weird, or the wind blowing the car. It was really weird. Anyway, I'm like, Louis, you're gonna have to have a drive, mate. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It feels weird. And he's like, yeah, and then we're driving. He's like, it feels all good. Hey, boom! And he went across and just stopped on the grass patch, and then we were like, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
and it was very scary. It was obvious something had gone wrong. The reason I hadn't picked wheel bearing is it actually got so hot that when it died, then I think it welded itself together.
It didn't feel so bad.
And we did shake the heck out of that wheel. We could not get it to like.
The other drama was you had it serviced and the rear wheel bearings replaced before the trip.
My rear ones were replaced. So I didn't do the front.
No, I guess you would have assumed they'd check them. It's like, oh, if the rears are gone, we should check the front. But
I think the lesson learned here is you did those wheel bearings for me when we built the car.
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. In my head, I'm like, they've just been done, but it had been 2 years and it's been off-road, salt water, mud, hot, dust, heat, cold.
Big offset wheels.
Big offset wheels. You need to keep on top of wheel bearings often.
I would suggest every 5 to 10,000 Ks, jack it up, give your wheel a wiggle, see if there's any play in them.
So in hindsight, yeah, we're going to Cape York.
Every 20,000, I actually think a landcruiser service, actually every 20,000 they repack wheel bearings. I think it's actually in the service thing. So stay on top of them, guys. As an episode, you guys would have just actually watched it before I head to Dur Cartog Island. I knew my car had done a good 10, 20,000 Ks. So went and checked the wheel bearings at SWAT before embarking on a family trip. So
yeah, wheel bearings are pretty important. So lesson learned here, guys. In hindsight, very silly not doing it before that trip, but oh well. All right, let me pick one here. Oh. Broke a front diff in Nagala on the hottest part of the day. The softest sand I've ever seen there.
Oh man, that was bad.
This was one of the hardest sand recoveries we've ever had to bloody embark on.
And it was my own fault almost. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't get out with the chisel and break my front diff or anything, or throw rocks in it, but one of the boys got stuck in his hilux, and I was like, I'll go get him. I love helping people out. It's great. I do. I don't care if I break my car helping someone, whatever. At least I tried. And I pulled him up to like the top of Nangala, and I was like, I thought, he'll be able to drive from here because he'll be fine. No, that's actually the softest part where I stopped.
Yeah.
And I unhooked him, drove off, and then he got bogged instantly, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll come back. And then trying to take off from there with him attached.
In the soft, really bad bit.
Really powdery, soft sand. I was forward and back, and just...
All that torque.
And front landcruiser diffs.
Everyone can admit that they are weak.
They are weak.
The front one.
They're smaller, and for some reason in reverse, they just blow. They hate reverse. So just be careful bashing on your front diff in reverse on your cruiser. They don't like them very much.
You probably would have had the locker in too, which I've heard it's worse in reverse with the front locker on.
Possibly. That was factory front locker back then too.
I don't know why. Maybe.
I have heard that though. But
if you open, it can all go out one side or the other.
Yeah, maybe it takes a bit of strain off it.
Maybe because, like, what else do? You're bogged and you got to reverse.
Yeah.
So maybe undo the front locker if you're in the soft sand. I don't know. It's tricky.
So I guess my lesson for that would be...
Don't stop if you're towing someone through Nagala. Just keep going.
Do not stop, especially in a soft... I didn't think it was that soft, but don't stop. Just keep going until you're back on the hard sand. Tow them backwards down a hill, rather than trying to recover up a hill. Pull them back down to the bottom and then go again. I think it's a lot less strain on absolutely everything on the car, the gear.
Yeah, true.
That person has to reverse in a faster fashion, but I think it's a lot smarter situation.
Gearbox. Yeah, I kind of thought it might have been gearbox.
I think it's gearbox.
First trip. It wasn't the first trip, but first trip away in the cruiser.
Yeah. Literally, just bought it. I was like, this thing's sick.
Oh, it's got a cruiser now. Let's go do hard tracks.
Yeah, I can do anything. A solid axle, bro. Yeah. Coil swap rear. It's like this thing will bloody drive over Mars.
We'll go to the beach before we even go to the hard tracks.
Yeah. So we went down to Stockton Beach, and we were doing some filming, and I was like, oh, let's get some sand roostering, So I was halfway up a hill, up a sand climb, and I was like, oh, I'll give her a big clutch kick, you know, like just bang, like, you know, like
Exactly, bang.
yeah. This was a couple of bangs went on. There was sand, not much flying, and yeah, came back down the bottom, and
So
horrible noise.
You learnt what everyone else that blows the manual up learnt.
I've quickly found out how weak they were. Yes, the car was 350 horsepower then, and
Which is why we started looking into autos and went the 8-speed.
correct. I was actually going to go the Toyota gearbox, the 6-speed, because the 8-speed wasn't in existence back then. Yeah, they wouldn't warrant anything over 900 newton meters.
Oh, you mean the Toyota one?
The Toyota one,
Yeah, true.
They're just not as strong. So when we created the 8-speed, and Dan's like, yeah, she'll cop it, and sure enough, she did. I guess lesson learnt from that.
Oh yeah, lesson learnt.
What's the saying?
Just you can't have that much power with the manual.
Oh well, yeah, can't have that much power with the manual, and don't try to do silly things for the camera.
As if you didn't learn that lesson at all.
No, I didn't learn that lesson.
That's the very start of it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pick one here. How about?
That's it. That's as far as we're getting.
60 series got stuck on a hill, and we had to use an untested winch with a steel rope.
Oh yes, go. Stay out of that rut. 60 series don't ever get stuck, mate. What are you talking about? They got
Wow.
heaps of power. They're twin lock No, wait, no, they're not.
The old Hilux. The old Hilux walked up this hill. We were on a bit of a camp trip.
It did. But the double leaf spring, double under leaf spring too. They're not even leaf over. Really let me down. I couldn't get up this hill. Open diffs, front and rear.
Yeah, it's a very old winch. Doing put in some work here, eh?
Oh, it's the battery.
Oh, the battery, of course. Yeah, the battery was flat. We forgot to mention that.
I wonder if I try wire into the other batteries. And I actually had to use the steel cable winch that was on it.
They're scary when you're not used to them.
Yeah, that was
But
my
anyway.
stressful moment was.
But it worked. It worked. That's how it was fixed. And
Yep.
yeah, you got up the hill eventually. I just scratched his scrub bars. It wasn't even bad.
No, it wasn't too bad. I was just worried about that steel cable hook or something letting go and shooting through my car, really.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
I don't
I
know.
stood
I don't know if
well-
a winch blanket would even work on a steel cable.
I
don't
stood
know.
well clear of that old questionable cable.
Yeah, so,
Even the bumper bull bar looked like it was going to rip off maybe.
yeah, it was a bit on. It was a bit on that day. So, but no, we got through. It was cool. This one was pretty stressful for me, I think.
Yeah.
This was the waterfall at Climies. Yeah.
See, this is the one obstacle I personally won't ever do after being there. It's, well, one, you don't have to go that way. That's like,
Nah, you don't have to do it.
it's a very dangerous obstacle.
Pooley's car nearly tipped off the side, just nudging up to it. We realised Flexi Boy cars isn't great to take up there. That have all their camping gear and stuff on, but
I'd actually seen Sean in a video on YouTube hit this rock at the top, and it steers and wants to flip you over backwards over the hill.
and I had not seen
And you
that.
had not seen this, and I was off in the distance, the camera, and I'm like, oh no, surely that he knows. No,
No.
nobody knew.
No one knew. So I saw the rock that TJ's talking about, and as you're coming up and around, it's off camber both ways. The car's trying to fall and roll off the waterfall, and you see this rock on the right. Now, when your car's like this and there's a rock over there, I'm like, I'll put my right-hand wheel on that, and it'll pick the car up and tip it back the other way. It does not do that.
Nope.
Does the
Most
opposite.
Full drives like to torque the passenger tyre up,
Correct. So,
and before you get on the rock, you
have-
roll off the waterfall.
yeah. So, and even getting up the rock, you have to give a bit of throttle to torque up to get up that rock, and all that does is make it all worse and tries to roll you off.
Key is on that. We know now you stay on the inside of the rock and you're sweet.
Stay on the inside, you're sweet.
And no front locker. It's like a unlocked.
Yeah, IFS cars,
Do it
they're
easy.
heaps better. They're a lot more stable and less rolly.
They got no travel, so.
They seem to breeze around it. Yeah, I literally did exactly to a T what Shauno did, because I later watched it and I was like, oh, I know exactly how he felt, and I was shitting my undies.
Yeah, his was worse than yours.
I was actually like even just coming up to it, like I'm like, oh god, this is hairy, and because I just recovered Pooley out of the way, and I'm like, I'm already here, I'm just gonna go, like while I'm already here, you know, I'm like, I'm just gonna go. And
It's part of the reason I was off in a distance.
He wasn't ready, no one was really ready, and it was like, oh, shit, someone grab a camera, and it's like, I guess the lesson learnt there is don't rush.
No, don't rush.
Don't rush, don't drive on that rock, and just, if you're not confident to do it, just avoid it. Just don't do it. I still would do it again.
Yeah, it's tricky. I don't like it. Gives me the ick.
I like the rush it gives you.
Yeah, the rush.
Yeah.
Will I die today?
It's like, oh, this is psycho.
I think we're trying to head to the top of the damn wall. Apparently this is, I think it's what feeds Melbourne's water supply. It's a very big dam, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Have a look at how far I've got to turn the steering wheel just to get it to turn a different direction. Hang on, I'll show you coming down here. Yeah, like normally just turn like that much and it turns, but now I've got to go like a full revolution and get it to change direction. Drag link.
Could have been serious, but we're on full drive tracks going slow when we realised. So if you're on a highway, probably not the best, but when you you didn't lose your steering, but you had a full rotation of the steering wheel before the wheels start to move.
I was about to lose steering.
So you had a loose knuckle, was it?
Yeah, so the landcruiser, the bottom of the swivel hub on one side, or both of them anyway, they bolt up with 4 studs, and all the steering connects to that, and it also holds your swivel hub onto your diff housing.
That's right. Yeah. I remember this now, and it was all like separated and loose
yeah. So we come out of this track, and we're like,
I could see it. I was trying to tell him on camera. I could see it on the drone. The wheels doing
this.
This.
And I was like, oh, on the slow tracks, it didn't really notice it too much, and then when we came out onto the road to just drive up to the car park that wasn't too far.
Went to turn left and the cars went straight.
I was just trying to curve, like just follow the road on a curve, and I'm like, whoa, what is happening here? And I'm like, Pooley's very good at keeping you calm too. I was a bit worried, and he's like, oh, it's all right, there's a car park just up here, we'll just head there. And I'm like, yeah, it's getting worse. And I'm like, where's this car park, Pooley? Like, I think I'm going to lose my steering. And he's like, no, it's just up here. So
it's on the side of a 100-metre high dam wall.
Yeah, and luckily we made it and managed to fix it. But lesson learnt for that one is don't wait.
Stop, pull over, tighten bolts.
Yeah,
it's just because things have come loose.
It comes back to your wheel bearing thing too. If something doesn't feel right in your car, just pull over straight away and inspect it. Because as soon as I got under it and had a look, I saw it straight away. Like, it was literally held on by a couple of threads left on 2 nuts, and 2 had already fallen off. Lesson learned for that one. If something doesn't feel right, pull over.
Just thought we'd run through some hairy situations and how we feel about them and how we fixed it and all the stuff.
Yeah. We, like I said, we don't really
dramatise it too much.
Yeah, we just
could have made a whole video fixing that steering.
Yeah, legit, like we could have. And I don't know, I guess we're not very clickbaity sort of dudes. But if you do want it to be more dramatic and us attempt really bad acting, but
I've run out of washer fluid.
I think the whole adventure in full driving, a part of the fun and the trip is the puzzle when things go wrong.
Yeah, the thing I've realised is you're always going to remember the trips where it didn't go right more than the trips that just went smooth.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You always remember those trips, and you always look back like, oh, that was a sick trip.
Yeah, that was psycho.
If you just breeze through stuff, it's like, it's still really good. But
it was actually funny. I was at the airport and I met the fella that was in Pooley's Cape video that exploded his whole front diff apart and sump and everything when he hit that washout. And when he introduced himself, he was like, oh, I was the guy on Pooley's app that exploded his whole front car. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know who you are. And I was like, oh, exactly what you said. They're the parts you remember, eh?
Yeah, so
the trips you remember.
At the time, I know it's hard, and you're stressed out, and everything's gone wrong, and all this and that. But at the end of the day, this is life. Life's just a bunch of problems you got to solve.
Yeah.
at the end of the trip, you're going to look back and still it's going to be awesome. So
Yeah, bang on.
try not to stress out.
Try not to
keep
be
a level
negative.
head.
Be positive. Think of the positives. You might be.
There's always a way to fix it. It's just, obviously it costs money, things,
And
time.
and I get like, you're probably like looking at me going, oh yeah, but you know how to build cars.
That's what in my head too.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Whereas
for me, it's a
of
lot more fun when you guys come because you help me fix my car.
Yeah.
If I was on my own, which I have done trips on my own, it's a lot more stressful again, even for simple basic
like the
stuff.
Pathfinder that ended up on a truck.
Yeah, well, that's because Nissan told me they didn't know what was wrong
That
with
was
it.
Nissan's fault. So, but there's a lot of followers of ours, TJ, like, and guys watching, and girls
I know.
that don't have that mechanical knowledge.
Yeah.
That look at an engine and go, "Holy, that is a black box that just makes the car move."
Gandalf's in there.
Gandalf's
Shall
in
not move.
So, I guess for those guys, RSEQ is a big one.
Yeah. Take what spares and whatnot you can. Try your best to learn.
Try learn as much as you can. Yeah. Tire plugs, things like that.
Experience is everything. Yeah.
And even though you can't fix it, generally there's someone there that can. And I still stand by this. We also get a lot of help through social media. We'll be like, hey, I'm stuck here, need this part.
He's actually crazy.
So
what he pulls off on social media.
Yeah. And I like to do this for you guys. So anyone that's stuck miles from home or miles from a town or somewhere rural, if you're an hour from a mechanic or a repco, don't post I need a new light bulb. But if you're stuck somewhere miles away, do a story, tag me in it.
Or me.
Or TJ, we'll reshare it and we'll try and get you guys help. Hopefully someone that follows us as local might be able to bring you out a part.
Or it'll get sent between people eventually. Hopefully, maybe we've saved a few people.
Definitely helped a lot of people doing this, and it's something I love to do.
Because I know the feeling, I know what it's like. So I hate to let people be stranded.
Yeah, 100%.
But apart from that, guys, we're also interested if you've got a crazy story. Comment below.
Ooh, love.
We're going to need to know what went wrong, how you fixed it, and what lesson you learned.
And the best one is going to win a $200 Shed Life voucher and a $200 No Wasted Weekend voucher.
Or $400
Or
voucher.
$400 voucher, 200 for each website.
Yeah, separate websites. So yeah, 200 each.
All right, let's do it.
Thanks for watching.
The worst situation. Leave it in the comments. We want to know which one it is, and one of you guys is going to win it.
What went wrong, what you fixed, and the lesson you learned.
And the lesson. So it's got to be all three answered. This is going to be a great read. People are going to watch this just for the comments.